Hello everyone and thank you for joining me. Today a little bit more experimentation with different mediums that I wanted to use for a while now. So I don't know, lately I've been more interested in drawing lines and trying new things rather than buying fountain pens. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I bought another fountain pen. I still have plenty of them to go through, it's just a matter of time and prioritize them, I guess. But unfortunately, or fortunately, I guess, if you're more into the art part rather than fountain pens, I've been very curious about trying new things. And today's video, it's another one of those videos. These pens that I don't know what to call them based on the translation that I got from the Google Translator app. It's a very weird translation. Basically, this seems to be some type of ballpoint, or at least whoever made them consider them ballpoint if the translation from Google is correct. When I saw them on AliExpress back when I had still an account with AliExpress, I was very intrigued by how they look like. They seem to have some type of feed that feeds ink into a ballpoint-like needle, or more like a technical pen. I'll be honest, until I actually received them and I put a magnifying glass to that nib or tip of the pen, I actually thought that these are more like one-time use technical pens or something like that. They do definitely look like a needlepoint, something that an isograph would have. So when I got them, I looked at it and actually has a very interesting tip, something that I haven't seen in any other type of ballpoint pen. Like, it looks like it does have that ball at the end. However, it also looks like it has some holes through. I don't know if that helps with breathing or allowing air transfer with ink transfer, so this way you have a continuous nice smooth flow through them. I've never seen this type of point before, so this to me was very intriguing. I know that they're advertised as gel pens. I honestly don't think they're gel pens because the content inside of them seems to be more like ink. Is fairly slushy and moving around. I've shown a little bit earlier with the red pen, because it's hard to see with the black one, how the ink actually moves from one end to another end as you move the pen or tilt the pen. Something that I have never seen with a rollerball or gel pen or a ballpoint type of ink, which tends to be way much more viscous than ink. So yeah, very intriguing pen, that's for sure, whatever kind of pen it is. For now, since I don't have a better term for it, I'm just gonna call them, as I said in the title of the video, ink ballpoint pen, if that's an accurate term. Writing with it to me feels a lot like a technical pen. It still has that little sweet point that you have to hold it a little bit more upright, and as you hold it and as you write, the ink flow is beautiful and very consistent as far as I can tell. I've tried all 3 colors that I have. So I had a pack that came with 3 colors, blue, black, and red. And I also had a pack that I got it only with black. Both came with 10 units in it. And yes, this time, I promise you, there were actually 10 units, not 8 like in the video from last week. And I misspoke then, I said 10, but there were actually 8. And I've been giving them away to my kids and to other people, and everybody seems to like them. And the surprising part about it is that when I bought them from AliExpress, both packs, I paid around 6 to 8 Canadian dollars for basically 20 units of this type of pen. No brand as far as I can tell. The only thing that is prominent on the sticker from the pen is just a CR-908, which I guess it's a model number, but for what brand, I don't know. If you know anything more about these pens, please do share your knowledge with me in the comments below. Why did I want to use this week? So I've been having this idea for a while to try and actually draw directly on canvas. However, since I know that canvas tends to be a little bit more rough, I didn't know how the nibs will react with the canvas, and I wasn't sure how bad it will be for the nib. Because if the canvas is abrasive enough, it could actually shape or reshape over time the tip of the nib, something that I don't want to do in my pens. And since these were kind of a ink filled with, and my assumption was that they were more technical pens, I thought that maybe they were the perfect medium to use on this type of material, the canvas. Turned out to be more like a ballpoint, but still filled with ink, and honestly it does feel like a very fine point fountain pen if you close your eyes, even though some of them they do squeak a little bit and it feels more like a technical pen. Anyway, moving on. So the reason why I wanted to try them is basically I wanted to experiment drawing on actual canvas. And to my surprise, at least with these pens, these type of pens, drawing on a canvas, it's kind of cool. The pen in itself doesn't require a lot of pressure to actually press on it, so the entire drawing was me being very gentle on top of the canvas and just gliding above it. And even so, it seems like the ink was sticking to the canvas very well. And because of the nature of the ink, even on the sticker is saying, based on the translation, dries very fast. I'd never really had any issues with smudging. Well, also the canvas that I'm using is quite small. It's a 5x7 canvas, which, by the way, I got them from the Dollarstore. So these are very cheap canvas. I don't know if there anything more professional, quote unquote, that will be better. I'll probably experiment more with this kind of stuff maybe next week, since I have another small canvas. It came as a 2-pack. I'm gonna actually try a fountain pen. I didn't felt like the material was abrasive, at least not to this pen. So next week I'm gonna try one of my cheaper pens that I haven't looked at yet with normal/regular ink, which is not really permanent, and see how it's gonna turn out on this canvas. And see what's what. I mean, if I'm gonna damage that nib, even though I kind of doubt based on my experience today, I'm not gonna cry over it. And it is another Chinese fountain pen that I'm planning to use. More details on next week. Anyway, to my surprise, this thing glides very well on canvas. I know that usually canvas is treated with some type of paint or to help the medium adhere to the canvas. I don't know exactly what it is. Probably if you know, let me know in the comments below, or share your knowledge with whoever else might watch this video. But again, to my surprise, this adhered very well and worked extremely well. Not extremely different from the paper that I've been using, the cold press cotton paper. The pattern that it is on the canvas is very similar with the pattern from the cold press cotton paper. I wouldn't be surprised if they're built in similar ways, even though probably not. I don't know how canvas is made. So again, if you know, do let me know. I would love to learn more about these things. What I do know is that there are different type of material that are used for this canvas. And I know that there might be some cotton type canvas out there that is specifically built for watercolor, which might actually be probably a better medium for fountain pens. I don't know much about it. I know I've been reading about it, but from my searches, I couldn't find anything that is cotton based canvas because apparently it's harder to stretch it on this wood frame. Again, I don't know much about it. I'll try and find some of those and maybe eventually I'll try and do a video about it. But yeah, I had fun with this one. Much more fun than I would have expected to have. And like I mentioned, I have another one, and next week I will try the other canvas, but with an actual fountain pen and see the results. I don't know if this medium can easily be smudged as I glide my fingers after it was dry. Seems to be very solid. I don't know if I should seal it. I might. I don't know. If you do know, again, teach me. I'm willing to learn more about this stuff since I'm really intrigued about using and drawing on canvas. Fun pen. Interesting pen. If you find them and you're curious about them, give them a try, especially since they're so cheap. Buy them from AliExpress. I think I've seen them in other websites, on other websites, and they're way more expensive than they would be if you buy them from AliExpress. Like I said, sometimes they have deals where you can buy them for half the price for what they regularly sell on AliExpress. I like them. I like them more than I would like to admit it, to be honest. And I think it will be a great replacement for a technical pen, especially if you're out on the field. Maybe even for a fountain pen, if you don't want to use a fountain pen and you're out and about and you just want ink to draw with, something that is a little bit more permanent. Writing, it's actually quite a pleasure to use, at least for me, especially if you like more fine line. This one is specifically, I don't know if they come in different sizes, but this one seems to be a 0.5 millimeter tip size. And based on my experience, I believe it seems to be actually 0.5. And yeah, intriguing. I like drawing on canvas, especially with this pen. Give it a try, you might like it. And if you made it so far and you're still watching and listening to my ramblings, and if by any chance you like what you see, I'm giving this drawing away together with the pen that I used today. So if anyone is interested in my drawing and you want to basically own an original Eugen Borcan drawing for whatever that's worth, here's your chance to win one. I'm willing to ship it worldwide. All you have to do is leave a comment below and use the word Apple in your comment. Don't give it away that it's a giveaway. Just, nonchalant. Use the word apple, either, asking me what kind of apples I like or other things like that. This way I would know to use that word as a trigger for the generator that picks up names, random names in the video comments. Again, use apple, not apples. No S at the end. That will be the keyword that I'll be searching when I will pick up a winner if anyone will enter for the giveaway. So again, probably boring for most of you. Sorry, probably not something you're looking for, but I had a lot of fun doing the drawing for today, and I actually enjoyed this pen, whatever type of pen this is. And hopefully if you're the winner or if you're gonna buy these, you'll enjoy them just as much. With that said, I think I'm gonna stop here. Thank you very much for joining me. Good luck. And I wish you nothing but the best, whatever you are. Take care. Bye.